Now observe this part carefully, friends. I want to take second index character of this string s1 and I want to take second index character of string s2. How to take that one? Simple thing, use caret method, mister, and you have to pass index value as what? 2. With whom 2 is available at memory? With i3. Okay, now observe if s1 dot caret of i3 equals to s2 dot caret of i3, getting i3, do nothing. Yes, it is true means okay, I'll be calm, I'll sit calm. If these two index characters are same means I'll sit calm. Yes, it is going according to me. Getting? And now observe here, else I will do something here. Okay, I will write that statement. Okay, this statement is called as null statement. Okay, these two statements are called as null statements, friends. Okay, those two are called as null statements. You can write. Okay, now observe. Okay, now if that one is happening, no issues. Okay, let it be. Okay, no issues. What happens here? Let me end this while loop scope. Okay, now please observe. I have checked C and C, second index character of this string with second index character of this string s1. Fine. Now I have to check this first index, right? First index, right? Now I have to pass for caret method as argument as what? 1. So if I do decrement i3 variable value with 1, can I get 1? Yes, I can get 1. So I'll do one small work here. Okay, I will do one small work here. Okay, observe here. Okay, now I'm going to decrement i3 variable value. Okay, now i3 variable value will be as what? 1. Okay, now it will come here. Okay, it decremented. Now it will reach this while end scope. Once again it will go here. Now here observe this part. Think that it is true. Even I don't know what the condition we want to write. We will write later. Okay, let it be as part of now true only. Now it will come once again. s1 dot caret of i3 1. Okay, now double equals to s2 dot caret of i3 s2 s1 and s2. Observe different string objects. You are accessing same index character elements. Different string objects, in two different string objects you are considering the indexes same, and we are accessing character literals. We are checking both are equal or not by using what? Double equals operator. If both are same, it will execute, otherwise it will come out of the if block. Okay, now observe here. Okay, now observe. Now what is it is? It is true. Now I have taken here what? One null statement, right? Null statement. Okay, yes, fine. Okay, now observe. Now what happens? Once again you are decrementing to what? i3 value to 0, getting 0. Yes, we have to check even 0 also. 0 is with us. Now it will come here. Think that it is true. Now s1 dot caret of i3 is what? 0. s2 dot caret of i3 is what? 0. Both are what, friends? Both are equal. Double equals operator checking. Both are equal. Okay. Now decrement. Observe this part, friends. This value to minus 1. This value to what? Minus 1. Come here. It is true. S1 dot character of I3. Just one second. Do you have -1 index? No, you don't have. Okay. So till 0, our action, that is these instructions should get execute or not. Yes. So your starting I3 value as what? 2. So I3 value should be greater than 0. I3, I mean I3 value till it is greater than equals to 0. Execute this code. At 2, call these statements, that is execute these statements. At 1, execute these statements. At 0, execute. When I3 value is -1, -1 is not equal, I mean not greater than or equals to 0, it comes out of the while loop. Okay. Now what is this? Related to the if block. Okay. Now it will come out of the it will come out of the it will come out of the if block and also else block. Now everything is fine. So now just written what here? True. Yes, till final index, that is from last index I am checking, if they are equal, yes, it is true, no issues. Now one small thing, we have written this condition without any trouble. Okay. Now mister, you have taken with very good safety side same characters. What if the case, if you are having different characters, if it is here small d, what is my position? Simple thing. Observe here. Think that let us come from the starting. Okay, let's come from the starting. Simple, just 1 minute it will take time. Observe here, but observe carefully, friends. Okay. Now observe, I1 value is what? S1 dot length is what? 3. It returns what? Length. Logic to return number of blocks or characters. Getting? So I1 value is what? 3. I2 value once again S2 dot length 3. It's having 3 blocks or 3 elements. Now I3 value is how much? I3. Now observe here, I1 double equals to I2. Yes or no? Yes. Of course, observe here from first statement onwards, it has performed typecasting. Why typecasting? If I perform here S1 dot length, no length method within object class. If you take O1 dot length, it will give compile time error. To avoid that one, I performed typecasting. Okay. If you want much knowledge on this typecasting, please refer typecasting concept of our OOP. Okay. Now come to this part. Okay. Now here I1 double equals to I2 true. Okay. Now observe what I am doing here. I3 value I am decrementing with 1. Why only with 1? Why only with 1? Here if I have in case D and E, what is the length? It will be as what? 5. What is the last what will be the last index here? 4. That's why I have taken only -1. Okay, to get last index of a particular string. If I have here EF, once again getting, that's why I can take either I1 -1 or I2 -1. That's the reason I have taken only -1. Why not -99? Like that you might be getting doubt. Okay. Now so I3 value is what? Frankly it is 2. Okay. Now of course we have written this condition by considering this one. Getting? So till I3 value greater than equals to 0, you have to execute this statement. Getting? Now observe. Now what I'm doing here, I'm checking each and every string objects corresponding, each and every object corresponding index elements are equal. I think each and every corresponding index elements are equal. Okay, now observe this part, friends. Okay, now 2 observe here, s1 dot caret of i3 value 2 currently at memory, s2 dot caret of i3, okay, currently i3 value 2, okay, s1 dot caret of 2, it is c, okay, c character literal. Now s2 dot caret of 2 double equals to d, you are checking character literal c double equals to d. What happens here? It will tell false to us because internally JVM considers Unicode value, known fact to us. Okay, now it will come out of this if block. Now observe, it is enough to tell both the string objects are not equal if at least one element is not similar. Getting? Observe here, if one element is not equal means I can tell both the string objects are not equal. So let me take else, directly put here return false. That's it, friends. Okay, return false. It will work for all the cases, but observe here, okay, so this is what? Null statement. Okay, null statement. Observe the logic. Observe here what I have taken here. I have taken two string objects. Okay, two string objects with the same data. And what is the logic? Take each and every character, getting two different string objects corresponding index characters should be checked. If they are equal, you can tell from start index to the last index or from last index to the start index. If they are same, you can tell both the string objects are equal. Otherwise, you can tell if at least any one of the character is not, I mean same or similar, you can tell it is not equal. Okay, now observe, I am going to access each and every index literal. I will check both are equal or not. If they are equal, no issues. I will continue that process till 0th index. If I am traversing from last index, getting? If I am traversing from 0th index, I will go till last index. Okay, now if they are equal, I will tell true. If any one of the character is not equal, I will return false. Okay, now observe here. Now observe this part. Okay, so observe, let me tell the logic once again. Here I am using s1 dot length. I want to know number of elements or number of character literals available within a string object by using predefined method length. If you are getting doubt, why are you using length method? Getting? Here the restriction is don't use string class equals method, and if you want to customize even length method logic, you can customize. I have explained that one even at our earlier session. Okay, now observe. So if I call here o1 dot length, it will give compile time error. Who compiler? Because observe here, within the object class, I don't have any within the object class. I don't have any length method. Within the object class, I don't have any length method. That's why I'm performing typecasting. Okay, that's why I'm performing typecasting. Now observe here. Okay, now observe here. After that, I want to know number of elements present within both the string objects. If both the string objects are having equal number of elements, then only I will check each and every index elements whether they are equal or not. If they are not equal, I will tell at initial state itself, their lengths are not same. Here if it is like D means, what's the length here? 4. Here it is what? 3. 3 and 4 are equal? No. So no need to check this to strings character by character. So that is the logic here. I1 equals to I2. If they are not equal, just written false. Tell both the strings are not equal. And other one is what? If they are equal, if their lengths are equal, getting? If their lengths are equal, what we are doing? I'm traversing from last index, guys. Here, as part of this scenario, I'm traversing from last index. Okay, so if the length is 3 means, how to get the last index? Just put -1. Just put -1. If the length is 3 means, the last index value is what? 2. If the length is 5 means, last index will be, observe here, if you are having D, E, if the length is 5 means, what is last index? -1 is what? 4. 4 is the last index. That's why here I have taken, what? I1 minus 1 or else I2 minus 1. Okay, length values available with I1 and I2. That's why I1 minus 1. So I get 2 as the I3 variable value. Okay, now what I'm doing here? So I'm traversing from index to starting index in both of the string objects. So I have to carry this checking process from last index to the starting index, from last index to the starting index, friends. Okay, now observe. So that's why I have taken this I3 value is greater than or equals to 0 till from when the value of I3 is 2, you have to perform this checking. Getting? Now I'm checking each and every character, second index character of string S2 and second index character of string S1. If they are equal, no issues come. If block will get execute. This is null statement. It will get execute. It will not execute else. Now it will come to I3. Now from second index to I want to reach first index. How to get 1 from 2? Just -1. How to get 1 from 2? I want to get value 1 by using 2. How to get? If I put -1, I will get 1. Okay, so I am using that one. Now with whom? 2 values available with I3. So that's why I have written I3 minus. Now I3 value will be as what? 1. Okay, so now I have the index value of 1. I perform checking of this block, both are equal. Okay, at this state itself I should not tell both are equal. I have to check even remaining index elements also. Then I have to decide both are equal or both are not equal. Okay, now observe. So I have taken 1. Now I am going to, now I3 value is what? 1. Now control will come here. I3 value is what? 1. Does it greater than or equal to 0? Yes, it is greater than. One condition is coming true. Okay, now come. S1 dot caret of I3 1. S2 dot caret of I3 1. Observe here. Okay, 1 1. Both are equal. Fine. At this state itself, I should not tell both the strings are equal. Still we have to perform checking. So this null statement will get execute here. Now it will come out of else block. Now it will come and execute I3 minus. Why minus? Till this first index, second and first index elements have been checked. I have to check 0th index. Now I am going to put -1 for this. I will get what? 0. Now the control will reach this part. 0 is greater than 0? No. And 0 is equals to 0? Yes, greater than or equals, right? So it is true. Okay, observe. Now S1 dot caret of I3 is what? A, right? And S2 dot caret of I3 is what? A. Both are equal. Fine, no issues. Now this if block null statement will execute. Now this else will not get executed. It will come out of this else block. I3 value -1. Observe this part. By taking this value only we have written this condition. Most of us will feel difficult only at these statements, how to write conditions. If you know these things, then logic will get complete. Okay, now so I3 value is what? -1. Hello mister, I have performed checking off all the indexes, no issues to me. I have performed, I have executed my task. So please make JVM to call JVM or instruct JVM or guide the JVM or tell to JVM, hello JVM, we have completed our task, please don't waste your time, come out of the loop. Like that, how we can tell? By using this conditional operators only. Now observe here, of course it is relational operator. Okay, now -1 is greater than 0? No. Is that equal to 0? No. -1 is not greater than or equals to 0. So it will come out of the while block. It is what? If statement. It has executed if block. Now it will come directly to return true. Yes, it is true. Getting? So this is what our customized logic of equals method. Now let me take this part. 1 second. Observe. String S1 equals to new string of A, B, C, and string S2 equals to new string of A, B, C. Please guys observe S1 comma S2. Okay, child. S1 type is what? String. Object is parent to string. This is child, this is parent. Child burden is bearable by parent. Okay, no issues. Okay, now observe. What should be the answer to us now? True. Okay, observe. The answer should be as what? True to us. And to make sure we are executing our own my equals method, let me put one debug statement here. SOP of what? End of our equals. Okay, now let it be. Okay, now what should be the answer to us? End of our equals true. Okay, true friends. Okay, just a minute to develop this code. Observe, just a minute, I will type it. Okay, observe, just a minute. Okay, now what is the method I have taken there? What's the method, guys? Observe here, static boolean my equals object. Parameter types are what? Object O1, O2. Now observe here. Okay, now observe, just a minute. Now typecast to a string. Typecast both the O1 variable, reference variable, and O2 to string type, because we want to access some methods of what? String class. Int I1, just finding the length. Okay, now put I2, S2 string length value within I2 variable. And what is the other one? Now check whether both the string lengths are equal. If they are equal, do some task. Otherwise, without any thinking, just put return false. Okay, just return false, friends. Okay, now observe I1. If both the lengths are equal, just check each and every character of both the strings. Okay, how to check that one? First I want the last index of the string objects. If I put -1 for the length value, I will get what? I will get what? Last index of the last index of our string objects. Now check if S1 dot caret of I3, I think if S1 dot caret of I3 equals to S2 dot caret of I3. If both are equal, I'll be so calm. Getting? To be calm, I'm using what? Null statement. Okay, this is called as null statement. Okay, observe. If they are not equal, without any thinking, just return false, friends. Okay, without any thinking, return false. 1 second, here we don't know number of characters in both the strings. Okay, so let me use while loop. Okay, now observe. Now what I have to take, I3 value is greater than equals to 0, because we are traversing from reverse direction. That's why I have taken what, greater than equals to 0. Okay, now observe this part carefully, friends. Okay, now what's the other statement which we have to write? I have to decrement, what is that, I3 variable value. Then if everything goes fine, just put return true. Okay, just put return true. Okay, now observe this part. Okay, now observe, this is our code, guys. Okay, this is what our customized code. Okay, now let's call that method and create two string objects. Okay, let it be new string of ABC. Okay, ABC. Now put my equals method as an argument to system.out.println. Okay, now observe, it should return true to us. And of course, to check whether our method is executing or not, let me maintain the debug statement at this statement. Observe. Okay, println of what, end of our equals. Okay, observe here, so we should get end of our equals and true as the answer. Okay, now observe, let me compile this piece of code. What is the source code? Okay, our source code file name, test, friends. Okay, it is what, test. Let me put what, test.java. Okay, java c test.java. Observe, friends, put enter. Of course, we are having one compile time error at line number 22. Okay, let's do resolving. Okay, where is that one? Here. Okay, let it be as what, false, right? False. Okay, now let me compile successfully. Now observe here, what is the main method corresponding class name? What is the main method corresponding class name? Okay, it is class A. Okay, it is what, class A. Okay, now java space class A. Observe, end of our equals and true. Getting? Now observe here. Okay, now observe, let's check whether our code is working perfectly or not. Now let me use here D, that is, at this thing let me use ABC D. Okay, now it should return what, false, right? Observe, it should return to us false, ABC D. Okay, yes, it should return end of our equals false. Observe here, yes, it is returning. Observe here, why we are not getting this end of equals means at this statement you are returning false. To check that one, observe, just put one debug statement. What is that? From else. Okay, so from here only you are returning that value. So from else, false will be the answer. Observe, from else false is the answer. Okay, now observe this part, friends. Okay, let's check whether it works properly or not for case sensitives. Observe here, let me put this one as ABC only, no issues, but let me make this one as what, capital A. Okay, what is that? Capital A B C. Once again it should return the answer as what to us? It should return just false. That's it. Why? Because it will return false from this statement. Okay, from this statement. Okay, observe. Okay, it will return just false to us. Observe. Let me compile this piece of code first, because source code has been changed. Okay, now observe, compiled successfully. Now let me run this one. Just false. I said that it is returning false from this statement, right? Observe. Let me put one debug statement within this else block. Okay, what is that? From inner else. What is that? From inner else block. Okay, from inner else block. Now observe this part, friends. Okay, now let me compile this one and let me run this one. From inner else false. Observe, it's working perfectly. Okay, now one small thing, our logic works perfect. Now let me take here, observe here. Now let me take, observe here, let me take some different words. Greater than 3 length size, let it be as what? Mohandu. Okay, yes, fine, Mohandu. Now still it should return true only with different length, right? Observe, just a minute. Okay, observe this part, Mohandu. Okay, now just a second. Okay, observe, it should return still answer as what, guys, to us? True only. So here you will get end of our equals true. Observe, compiled successfully. Now let me run this one. Okay, now let me run. End of our equals, it is returning true. Okay, now observe this part. As I said earlier to you, long back ago, in this session itself, what I have said, if I use string class equals method and if I pass different object, what we are getting here? What we are getting here? False. Getting false as the answer. If I pass null, you are getting false. Okay, now observe. Now let me pass here null, one argument as, or else instead of string let me pass a class object itself. Now let's see what is going to happen. You will get class cast exception. Okay, now observe. Now I'm going to pass class now I'm going to pass here, observe here, at this statement, friends, let it be yes1. Here I'll pass new